Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with Brandon, Jamie, and Buttons, and we are continuing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright.
We're also legitimately surprised that Coco hasn't murdered us yet.
I mean, I did.
Yeah.
You guys just didn't realize it.
We just haven't gotten to that point in the timeline.
I'm the ghost lady.
I'm Ghost Dad! That's a good movie.
Timeline. I have decisive evidence.
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
It might be.
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
God.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence. While I chow down.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time?
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
No shit, maybe.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other was the defendant, Lana Sky's blood. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
How
Were you hiding
actual
evidence?
fuck were you able to... I've been waiting 4 weeks for my DNA test, and she manages to get it in 4 seconds when it's convenient? This is bullshit. Google, get on that shit. What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try lunch for all your decisive evidence need.
Objection. Witness, what's the meaning to this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Oh shit, she did hide evidence from the court.
It's simple. As I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Isn't that like a
not-
felony?
That's super felony! That is a big felony.
It's the biggest fucking felony.
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
She actually did mention that to us, though, while we were investigating.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You should know the 2 rules of evidence law, Ms. Starr.
The only single 2.
This case has
Damn.
seen more of actual law in it than the entire friggin' game.
It also probably doesn't help the fact that he literally did this at the very beginning with the paper with the death thing on it.
The autopsy
Oh, when he
report?
re-autopsy?
the updated autopsy report.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, is... Well, yeah, I guess. Alright, never mind. Because Because
I mean, for all we know-
usually Phoenix is getting into a lot of evidence that he as a defense attorney shouldn't. But yeah, he should have had the updated autopsy.
They're all super fucking wrong, but
I mean,
still.
for all we know, Edgeworth could have submitted that to the court, and considering Phoenix was dumb enough not to know the murder victim's friggin' name for the first case, he might just not have noticed.
Yeah.
I can't believe that was actual. I thought you were shitting me on that, Coco. For real. Like, I thought that was an elaborate joke.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Bum, 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 bum.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth.
Lord above.
Don't forget, I used to be a detective.
That doesn't mean you are now, though. Where's your detective donut?
As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department.
But that doesn't mean it was submitted as evidence. Oh my god.
It was tested privately and legally approved.
Oh my god.
As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today.
You don't have the right to do any of that.
Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Same. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
I can just.
The word I use.
Oh my god.
I can just barely see that eye twitching.
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. Pronunciation at its finest.
You can study some evidence law, really.
We would have no series. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. Somehow.
What about the second?
Whoa. Loopholes.
Second law is don't.
Just don't. Well, it seems you've yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Oh, she's gonna.
I'm gonna die. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Hopefully you have a forensics lab in your pocket of holding.
Apparently he doesn't fucking need one, because it was already dealt, like, they already did. They got the paper for it.
I should have mentioned 5 minutes when I went to the crime scene.
I have been so sapped of life. I came into this young and full of hope.
You came into this slightly middle-aged and full of hope.
And then lunch. Bentos everywhere. Terrible.
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The result?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
But you didn't, though. But you actually didn't, though.
Why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors.
Unworthy the villain lot.
Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence.
That's literally what you're doing! Oh my god! I'm gonna die.
She'd be a fucking great prosecutor.
I'm
Yeah.
going to curl up on my floor right now and croak.
Oh god.
Ribbit.
When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book.
And become a monster.
When you stare into the abyss stares back. That's Nietzsche, right?
Rather die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh, damn, that's a better pop culture reference. This is when the suspect... This when the suspect is... Oh my god.
Oh my god, just go! You've got this, I believe in you, go!
Shut up, Dad. This is when the oh my god! The suspect is admitting she did the exact same shit. That's the Phoenix line, that's it. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Stark. Let's just get this over with. I can't wait for it to turn out in the final game that the judge is actually like a criminal kingpin.
That would be amazing.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up?
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. It doesn't even look designer.
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
Damn.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime.
That's not how it works, though. We do.
This shoe is my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
Carries
It
a
also
gun!
carries condoms!
I mean, you're also supposed to get it checked before you got in here. So, like...
I'm
at
happy.
Bob's.
I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next, because that's not a crime at all.
Two types of found on. One was, of course, the victims.
Did I miss it? Did they say that was the victim's shoe, or was that the prosecutor's shoe?
It's the
Victim.
victim's shoe. She was wearing black
Okay.
shoes.
So, you brought it to the forensics department?
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Makes sense. After all, a man was stabbed here.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were two types of blood found on the shoe. And the other was the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the victim with a blood test. Are you sure about that, though?
You claim to know something about blood tests, okay?
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was performed in cold blood. I punned.
Hmm.
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, if you combine the tests, there are millions of types.
That's not true at all.
It's practically impossible to narrow a blood sample down to one person.
Oh, well, that is actually. Without DNA.
So I hear.
Millions of types?
If I had a little more time, I could have gotten a DNA test result. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
That's not how blood tests work, though, dude. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that.
Flawless, decisive evidence.
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the pepper fish guts, right?
Oof. Oof.
Fucking, I'll eat it.
You will literally eat anything if you were hungry enough.
No, I'll just do it because.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright.
Do you gentlemen also prefer blondes?
Yeah.
Listen, that was a good reference. That was a good reference. Hate you
Yeah.
guys. Laugh at my dumb jokes.
I caught your joke.
Thank you.
I threw it
I've
back.
seen the movie.
Wow!
Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole batch of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A
You know.
problem? This is critical. What's wrong with the victim's shoe?
I mean, if it was supposed to be covered in blood, can we look at the shoe?
Is it? Yeah, it's in the court record, isn't it?
Can we get one of those nifty 3D models of it or no?
Oh yeah.
I keep using my scroll wheel.
Oh, okay.
The blood's on the bottom of the shoe.
So there should have been footprints.
Ah! There's blood here too!
Yeah, that's my sister's blood.
On the sole of the shoe? It's got to be the victim's. These are blood issues. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. Whoops, sorry guys.
All this blood. It's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue. Can't imagine how
The
though.
shoe is like just sitting on a desk and they're just turning it over and looking at it like, blood.
Yeah. I like to assume there's no like bags
Well,
or nothing. It's just like, here, take the shoe.
At least his freaking like senpai didn't have to come back from the goddamn dead to tell him to turn it over this time.
No, it's
Yeah.
just three people from some other world.
This is just the first person to testify. Give it time. But yeah, there's a problem with that shoe.
This is a problem.
There's a big problem.
There's a problem with everything.
It's true. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young.
And fabulous.
I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. A blue, blue, blue. What's so contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Oh, okay, we just rotate it now. I guess it'd be what's on the bottom, right?
Yeah. Take that! I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, Rose. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
That's a threat.
That's a big illegal. Indeed. There's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife.
Are you fucking dumb, Edgeworth?
My knife! What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of the shoe? We have a picture of the scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it
I'll take
also
a
in the autopsy report?
Is this?
I know.
And then-
I know.
Well, yeah, there's no footprints in that. I wish there was a common sense button that you could just click where you're like, I don't know what the evidence is, but please, for the love of God, think about this. Yeah, it's a chest wound.
So which one should we present?
Oh, fuck
The
me.
picture where there's no fucking foots on the floors.
Please go with Brandon. We all know that my
That
choices
one,
are the
right?
worst ones to make.
Yeah, because that's after she already tells him the fucking back of the thing.
The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint.
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. That'll
Duly
never come
noted.
out. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Oh, as you can see, there were like no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. That's the first time I've seen this superimposed on top of
Objection. This picture only shows part of the floor. So there could have been bloody footprints.
How the actual fuck, Edgeworth?
Rejection.
If there were bloody prints, they would have been found. We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order! 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 Well, witness?
What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh!
Shit, there wasn't a footprint. Oh man.
That's
I don't-
There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
was
He
really
wasn't
one
murdered
day.
there. It's a secondary crime scene. We've literally talked about that when we Oh my god.
Think, Mr. Wright, think.
Oh my god. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm in so much pain. I'm just good at finding out contradictions.
What?
Hold it. I see. Now I get it.
I'm gonna freaking die. Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint in the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain.
Vain.
She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum.
Drum.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
I'm very happy that we all chimed in on that.
I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. just Edgeworth recapping the entire fucking time.
I thought I was safe to drink, and I was wrong. I saw my life flash before my eyes. No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that. Hmm. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth.
Too bad. Answer the question.
Though, apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt on the lunchbox factory.
Witness. Oh, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean? Do not
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright.
tell me it washed away the blue.
Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare!
Dun 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 dun.
Aha! You don't mean...
Dun 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 dun.
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone.
Dun 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 dun.
Buttons.
Dun 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 dun.
To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her!
I'm so mad! That's not how it works! That's not how any of this works! That's why luminol has existed since the 90s!
Hey, give us the water before it goes away!
Oh. Oh. I'm so mad. Oh
I mean, if it's fresh enough, that's fine. Because it would just wash away, because that's the point of areas like that, is just let it all go into the drain anyways.
Right, but then you would just spread luminol and you'd see it anyway because it doesn't... Oh my god.
Also, we know
Read
that
your
everyone's
line
dead
angrily.
anyways.
Children's game. Children's game. Children's game.
Read your
Not
line
right.
angrily.
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to the murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why? That's a prosecutor's special. Erasing evidence.
And that reminds me, Miss Guy's her right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So, my sister... That's when it happened.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Inara is on the side! She could have been lying about the water!
This court finds the defendant is Lana Sky.
Little girl, what did you just say?
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!
Yay! No decapitation!
He's alive. For now.
For now.
Oh, go forward. That one's on now. Oh, I don't like it. Let's go back.
It's just a bunch of eyeballs and strawberries. And eyeballs in those strawberries.
Nope. Don't like it.
No way out.
Fucking fuck.
Space of abundance.
This is stupid and creepy. No.
Stick a needle in the eye.
Oh. This door is glaring at me.